Hey there, I'm Tara Shayne with IdeateTV, and I'm here with Mark Dacascos.
Tara.
First of all, I have to say, I'm a really, really, really big fan.
Thank you, thank you. You see me, you get hungry.
Yes, I do.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Brotherhood of the Wolf, though, is
cool.
one of my favorite movies of all time.
I appreciate
Yes,
that.
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, the martial arts that you do in that movie is insane.
I appreciate that. No, we did that. We shot that on location 6 months in France with one location in England, and I had a blast doing it.
Yeah.
You know, Vincent Cassel, Monica Bellucci. It was a good time.
How did you prepare for that role? Because it was a really intense, and almost most of the first half of the movie, you really don't even have a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of facial expression and a lot of movement.
Well, you know, I remember before we went into production, Christophe Gans, our director, he said that he saw Manny, my character, as the E.T. of the movie, the animal of the movie, you know?
That's the perfect way to describe it.
Thank you. You know, he, in a sense, he's got 2 eyes and 2 ears, only 1 mouth, so see and hear more than you say. You know, and really be the animal. Just give honest feelings and emotions through the eyes and the reactions. And as far as the physical training, because a lot of, you know, the last half of the movie, I was like in a loincloth fighting in snow. So at night, after shooting, at maybe 11 or 12 o'clock at night, when the streets were clear in whatever town we were shooting in, or in Paris even, I would wear just shorts, a light tank top, and run in the cold weather, whether it was you know, raining or just, you know, shivering cold. I would just get out there because my character had to be used to the elements, you know, and I didn't want to be on set going, you know, I had to get my body used to it. And just the mindset of just like, you know, going from A to Z and not caring what's in between, just doing that. That's what Manny was about, just, you know, being honest and pure and effective.
That's awesome. Well, we always see you in a suit on Iron Chef.
Yes.
But definitely in that one movie, it proved that you have an amazing physique.
Well, thank you. It's been many years, but thank you. I'll take that. Thank you.
How long have you been doing martial arts?
All my life, pretty much. My parents are both Kung Fu teachers, and I started training, according to my mother, when I was 4 years old. So it's been a long time, and I still love it. You know, there are so many different martial arts, and they're Kung Fu teachers, so that's my base, is my father's own style of one-hop Kendo. But I've done capoeira, Western boxing.
Capoeira probably helped with Brotherhood because he did a lot of fluid movement.
Absolutely.
Right?
Well, you know, the idea was, you know, Christophe was saying, well, I want some martial arts, but it shouldn't look too Asian martial arty, right? So we thought, okay, if you're fighting 2 or 3 or 4 people and they're coming at you at the same time, you've got limbs, right? The natural thing to do would be like the hi-ya, right? So what we did was, instead of making it real, you know, pretty, you know, you just kind of loosen it up and just get it out there to knock the people down. So it's like our version of a Native American version of Asian martial arts. Yeah. Right?
Say that 5 times fast.
I bet you could do it.
So how did you make the transition from martial arts into food?
Well, you know, between kicking and cooking, it sounds the same. So I figured, yeah, I can do it. You know, no, actually, because of Brotherhood of the Wolf's success in Japan, which we fortunately had, I was on the short list for the people that Fuji had approved to basically carry the torch from Iron Chef Japan to Iron Chef America. So I was on that list, and the Food Network asked me to come in and talk to them about possibly being the new chairman. And I mean, I literally asked my agent, do they know that I kick, that I do not cook? And they said, doesn't matter. They want the passion and, you know, and the physicality in Kitchen Stadium. So I was trying to figure out how I could bring my martial arts skills to a cooking show. Yeah. And, you know, it's like in the line delivery and the physicality, and, you know, and the chairman gets very excited about broccoli and asparagus. So I thought if I could bring that fight, you know, energy to it, and the producers liked it and Food Network liked it. So, you know, 3 days after the initial meeting, they invited me on the show, and 7 years later, we're still going.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
That is so amazing.
Thank you.
How do you think you would fare against the Iron Chefs themselves?
Okay. Honestly, people ask me all the time, you know, have I learned something on the show, or have I learned from watching? And I can honestly say no. They're like rocket scientists in the kitchen. They work so fast. I mean, you blink an eye and they're already on to the next thing. All I know is that they start off with this regular food that looks like it comes from a farmer's market or whatever. Yeah. And then an hour later, it's amazing. And I don't even recognize it anymore sometimes.
I have one final question for
Yes.
you. How do I become a judge on Iron Chef? You heard it. There's going to be some... No, I'm kidding.
I'm teasing you. We can work on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. I'm Tara Shayne. This is Mark Dacascos.
Aloha.